Too ready for Monday? All right. Hey, hey. Yeah. Hey. Monday rolls in, we slide in the frame. Coach Lucas on deck, Kiri on name. From the G-Long zone, we bring that spark. Big ideas, big laughs, all heart. Coffee in hand, but the vibe is alive. Every week we pull up, everybody thrive. Hot takes, cool moves, let the whole town know. When the mics go live, you're ready to go. Say it loud, say it right. With the sound of the Monday night. Turn it up, don't let it fade. Here comes the show, let it play. Monday Funday show. Monday Funday show. Coach Lucas Kiri run the whole day, oh. Monday Funday show. Monday Funday show. G-Long zone we go. Everybody know.
All right, everybody, and welcome to the Monday Funday show. Wherever you are watching around the planet, live on the Geelong Zone. My name is Kiri, and I've got Coach Lucas alongside me. Lucas, how are you, mate?
Very good, thank you. The footy weekend was completely ruined thanks to our Geelong Cats, and being on a Thursday did not help. So it wasn't like it was a Sunday and we just had a day to get over. We had to thought about this all fucking week, all weekend ruined. But we're okay. We always do this in good fun. We always bounce back. There is no anger. There is no meltdown. Well, there could be a meltdown, but there's no meltdowns usually on this show. We're doing well.
Yep, that's right. There's no meltdowns on this show. That's why it's called the Monday Funday show, Lucas, unless the quiz is rigged again. We will find out at the end. But if you haven't watched this show before, we are talking about the week that was in the world of the AFL in round 17. The news of the World Cup, massive results in the. Hello, Gary. I think it's the first time he's watched the Monday Funday show. If you want to get on for 5 minutes, we can if you want. But we do have a special guest today as well. He is from Collingwood land, from the Magpie Chronicles, I believe, Lucas. So we'll give him a date. He's debutant number 3 in the Geelong Zone. Let's all give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. It's Sean, also as known as Ultimate Greatness. Sean, thank you for coming along, mate. Welcome.
Absolutely, no, happy to be here.
Yes, Sean from Mick Show's Magnificent Chronicles, also from Matt's show, The Warbles. Yep. I've been on his show numerous times, so I thought I would pay the favour and bring him on mine. So, Sean, we don't have prizes, unfortunately, but you are debut number 3. You can listen to some lovely Jurassic Park music by John Williams. Don't copyright me, please. So, Sean, congratulations, debut number 3. And welcome to the show, mate.
Yeah, as I said, absolutely happy to be here, and really keen to see how this all works. Normally, I'm just the clown in the background that just keeps talking. So seems like I'll just do the same here. So it turns out I'm pretty good at it with a bit of experience. So yeah.
Well, You've got a big opportunity later on, Sean, with the quiz night. So a big opportunity to test your quiz knowledge. We'll also give you some time to recap your Collingwood beating the Gold Coast. But on that, Kiri, start us off with the show, please. And let's get into it.
Yep, let's get into it, Lucas. We're going to talk about the round that was round 17 of the 20.
Hello, Mick. Thank you for joining, Mick. Give him hell, Sean. Dazalenko says evening, lads. Thank you.
Yeah, I've already showed the comments, Lucas, but all good, mate. Appreciate it. No worries. Let's get into it. We're not going to dwell on this one too much. The Geelong and Brisbane game at GMHBA Stadium. It was the Lions that got the job done by 22 points. The game was lost from the start. Let's be real. But if you want to see a more in-depth full analysis, do check out my match review, which I posted on Sunday afternoon. Unless, Lucas, if you've got a couple of cents you want to talk about this game quickly.
Just quick, go watch Kiri's show. There's no point doing that because you do that with your Sunday reviews. came down to coaching. Didn't it? A bad start. We had to start very well. We got pantsed in Perth by Fremantle, so the start was important. There was no start. We were terrible, and from that moment, the game was lost. Nice that we came back, but twice in the same game, Kiri, we got blown off the park. One in the first quarter, and after half time during the third quarter. So yeah, that is very worrying signs for Chris Scott's coaching philosophy there. But all credit to Brisbane. They came to play, didn't they? My God. They kicked the first goal in 20 seconds, Charlie Cameron did. So they came to play. They were ready. They did that exactly to us last year in Geelong, Kiri. So they officially found their mojo back, haven't they, officially, which is a dangerous sight.
Yep.
Yeah. That's bad 2 cents on it. Sean, have you got anything to add? If you watched this game, if you didn't, it's all good. No need.
No, I'm a pretty typical Collingwood supporter, so I only know Pies are the only team that exists in the AFL, right?
That's all right, Sean. Well, don't Mick. Yeah, Mel's gone, Matt. Yeah, as Mick says, we'll turn it into a Collingwood show. Don't worry, Mick. Sean will get his chance.
You'll get it later, Mick. You'll get it later, Mick.
You'll get it later. No, if Sean hasn't got anything to add in, that's all right. We can move straight into the next game, Kiri.
Yep, we will move on. But like I said again, I'll reiterate this if you just joined in the show. If you want a full match analysis of the Geelong game, check out the Sunday review, which I did. Yes, I know it's a Geelong side, but this is a Monday FUNDAY sports show. We talk about all the footy teams, all sports. So let's move on. If you're disappointed, I do sincerely apologise, but that's how it is, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Friday night was the Sydney Swans and the Western Bulldogs. The Swans getting the job done by 35 points on their home deck. Back on the winners board for this one. Your man, Lucas, Charlie Curnow kicked 6 goals in this one. Buku Kama's absolute nightmare down back. But and I think he's leading the Coleman at the moment, Charlie Curnow. Well, I think he would be in the top 2 at the moment, but yeah. Oh, he's typing in something on the banner, but yeah. Look, I thought I knew the Swans would bounce back in this game, and yeah, they just did what they had to do, and they're locking down that top 2 spot.
Yes, with Charlie Curnow, the man that we didn't want to trade. Apparently, he was washed. I didn't want to give up Shannon Neal for him. Leading the Coleman, and your favourite saying, every dog has its day.
Oh, my God!
This is one of my days with Charlie Curnow. He was unbelievable. With all seriousness, his last 4 weeks has been very elite, Charlie Curnow. No, this was very disappointing from Footscray, or Bulldogs, however you want to call them. Sydney completely pantsed them at quarter, just like what Brisbane did to us. Completely pantsed them at quarter time. The game was basically over at quarter time, though. They didn't let up. Footscray managed a late comeback, but the game was done and dusted. Charlie Curnow doing the damage with 6 goals. Not quite the 7 from heaven, but kicked his 6. Absolutely fantastic. Temporarily led the Coleman. But no, Footscray were very, very ordinary in this game. Well, I picked Sydney, but I thought it'd be a little bit closer than that. I think the scoreboard doesn't reflect on how one-sided this game was, in my opinion.
Yep. Sean, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm going to probably make it more Collingwood related because that's just my specialty.
I think that's what's going to be for the night.
Yeah. What you see is what you get, I guess. Even with Karmas, the fact that he was playing well tonight was a good sign. I know he's a free agent at the end of the year, so for those that are looking for some more defensive depth, that's a good sign for those that are wanting his services. Curnow obviously standing up is obviously a good signed for Sydney. They're obviously looking to be pretty strong come finals. So that's, I think, when you look at Sydney in the past years, like their forward line has been pretty underwhelming, to say the least, to put it kindly. Yeah, when you get someone like Charlie Curnow standing up, Sydney become a bit more scarier. Yeah, that's probably about it, really. There was like Bailey Dale having a good one. He had 29 disposals. Yeah, again, another probably unsung hero in the league. Really good kick by foot. So, yeah.
Sean, have you seen Isaac Heaney's year, in your opinion?
There we go. I can't really speak to much of like this year because this has been a bit of a interesting year just from a kind of perspective. But I've always rated Heaney pretty highly. Just a forward mid. Can basically tear a game apart. I'd only be going blind with the stats at the moment because I'm trying to get them up as it is. Yeah, but just trying to get them up when I can. But no, I've always rated him. He's always been like a super talent, and when you got the 27 disposals and 1 goal, there's really not much to say with him. He's pretty much class. Also with the 8 clearances as well. So for some of the starters, a bit more of a forward as they try to build up their tanks and stuff. It's always good to get those inside mids with a bit of explosive pace and Dustin Martins of the world. And I guess now you can probably say he's been hitting his strides the last couple of seasons. So Sydney. I mean, it's obviously stating the obvious, but it's good once you get those really explosive inside mids. Once you get them in their prime, that's when you got something pretty serious on your hands. The only thing is that as much as you have your outside mids that go to 34 to 38, you've also got these explosive mids that probably have a shorter period of their primes, but I think their output is far more significant. So, when you get Isaac Heaney at his best, there's not really too many people much better. So,
Fantastic. So you said, Sean. Kiri, anything you want to add?
Yeah, no, I think you're spot on with that, Sean. And I'll read a few of the comments which I put on earlier, but I'll put them up again. Heaney, top 3 player this season. Giselenko, the Collingwood zone.
That's it.
I'm trying.
But Heaney will be a top 3. Will be in the top 3 or 4 in the Brownlow. No, I do agree with that as well. Giselenko, he's having an All Australian and Brownlow caliber season. All right, let's move on to the next game. It's been a double header on a Friday night again, so we had the choice.
I'm sick of the schedule. I really am. I'm over the schedule. This is bullshit.
And the West Coast and Adelaide Crows game, which was the other game on Friday night, it was in the West. The Adelaide Crows, 25-point winners over the West Coast Eagles. Thought the game was over at halftime. West Coast made a spirited comeback. They just couldn't put him away, the Adelaide Crows. So, but they did what they had to do in this one. A response was needed after their disastrous loss in the showdown as well. I didn't watch much of this game, so Lucas, you'd have a better idea, mate. You always watch those games with your mum.
Yeah, absolutely. Crow's girl, she watched that. 2 Friday night games and two boring blowouts. Well, the scoreboard looks a little bit better here. So even with 2 Friday night games, the AFL still cannot get the scheduling right. Who would have thought? I thought West Coast were awful to start with. Absolutely awful. I actually picked them. I thought, being in Perth, I thought there might be a showdown letdown. Literally, when the showdown plays, the 2 teams do struggle the week after. I know Crows were absolutely smashed midweek by the press in the papers and on the news, but I picked West Coast. Their start was horrible, absolutely dreadful. They were second to it. They were lazy. Their body over the ball was non-existent. The Crows did what they pleased in that first quarter. After half time, it was completely different, scripted on its head. Eagles were dominant. They took the ball on through the corridor, really troubled Adelaide. Adelaide are a team where if you challenge them, they do not like it, a bit like Geelong. And after half time, Adelaide were really poor. West Coast were good. It's just unfortunate that shocking first quarter is what dictated the game. West Coast in the fourth quarter, I feel like they were going to steal it, West Coast. They had about 15 inside 50s to 3 in that last quarter. Unfortunately, they just couldn't put it on the board. What happens the other end when it gets down there? Efficiency kicks in. Fogarty kicked a last quarter goal. They went down there 5 times Adelaide and they kicked 2 goals. So all those chances West Coast had, couldn't put it on the board, but the start. The North, this is now a trend with West Coast. So the North Melbourne game, again, where I picked West Coast, North Melbourne had that horror week against Fremantle, Bunbury selling games. And again, they started so poorly, West Coast. What's going on with this start? So that's down to coaching. We blame Chris Scott for that loss, not getting the boys up during Brisbane. But this is now 2 times now in 3 games at home, by the way. I know it was a North home game, but it was West Coast home ground. 2 games at home where they have came out dreadful at the start, and they've put a little bit more respectability on the scoreboard after half time. But that is on coaching. But you can't get away with that. And he's been getting a pass, McCalter, for a very long time now. So not good enough by West Coast in this game. Very poor start. That's down to coaching. Chris, Sean, anything you want to add to that?
I probably just want to, continue the narrative with Dawson. I mean, I think it's been nothing but inspirational how his season has been, given what he's been through. Just want to make that abundantly clear. 27 disposals, a goal. Also had 764 meters gained.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so and again, I for those that do tune into the podcast that I'm a part of, I'm a big component of the mental health space of the game, the mental, the emotional, all that stuff, because I just think it gets underappreciated so much. It's just not even funny. So when you go through a life scenario like what Dawson did, and he's playing the footy that he is, you just can't help but commend that. Whether if it's a good or bad thing, I seem to be a bit of a Crows hater. So that's always a bit of an interesting one.
Don't worry, we are too, living in South Australia, Sean. So
yeah, well, yeah, it's actually kind of a interesting one, because I think Crows do have had their day where they can be a good side. I'm just very critical when I can be critical. I'm sure there's some players I can list off, but again, another one, you can't really talk too much about Isaac Rankin in terms of how he's played, in terms of he's just been an absolute superstar this season. Probably pretty close to even having an A grade season, or becoming an A grade this season. So the fact that he's becoming that proven player at the top level, he seems to be having a pretty good year. Even someone like a Harley Reid, I know a bit of an obvious name to use, but again, he's slowly building. I spoke before about Isaac Heaney, about that, the journey of an explosive inside mid. He's only going to get better, and once he hits his prime, watch out, because that kid is an absolute freak of nature. I've also been pretty keen on a Marcus Herbert. I know he came from your guys' BFL.
Yes,
he's been.
Yes.
I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing for you guys. Maybe it's a bit of sweets for the moment, but the fact that he's getting a game at West Coast and he's absolutely starring. I'm sure deep down you guys would obviously take him in the heartbeat.
He hasn't had an AFL contract. He's been in the twos. He's been killing it. He's been our best player in the VFL. And I'd take him over a couple of our players in the firsts at the moment. He's been taking his opportunity. Marcus Herbert as well. But gee whiz, Lucas started a new show, the Collingwood Zone. Watch this space, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this space.
No, that's a very good shout out, Sean. Apologies for the Chris at the start. There's your Kelly Underwood moment there, calling you Chris. But no, that's a name I thought would not come up. So no, that's a very good one, Sean. Thank you for that. Kiri, you didn't watch it, so you really can't add much on this. But yeah, you can move on to the next game.
Nah, not much. I mean, West Coast stunk up the gaff as they always do on their home deck. Yeah. How Andrew Buckwalter survives week by week, I do not know as well. But we will see. We will see how they go in the end of the season. Speaking of Collingwood Zone, your Hawks, Lucas. Your Hawks. We know you're a closet Hawthorn supporter. Your man, the Wizard. No Wizard, no Hawthorn.
No
Simple
Wizard.
as that. Can you
No
believe
Wizard.
in Tasmania, they are unbeatable over there, Hawthorn and Melbourne. While they have had a resurgent season under Stephen King, we've been critical of their performance away from the MCG. Who would have thought this? We did not see this coming, boys. I think the score was like 89 to 8 or something like that. It was a significant margin. A team like Hawthorn as well. I think, Melbourne did shut up shop in the fourth quarter. Hawthorn made the scoreboard look respectable, but gee whiz, upset it around. And they look vulnerable, the Hawks. They look vulnerable without Jack Gunston, I don't think Josh Weddle played this game. And
he did suspended.
And no Nick Watson. So 3 of your players in your best 22, and they got exposed big time.
Well, if you would have said to me that Hawthorn kicked 12 goals in a row, you'd think they've put up probably a 60, 70 point margin. And then you look at the scoreboard and Melbourne have won by 35 points. Apologies, I can't see it that close. That is incredible. Absolutely. How does that happen? How do you kick 12 goals in a row and lose by 34 points? This was more about Melbourne for me because all the pressure was on them. They just couldn't win outside the MCG. This was a big win. This was a statement. This is a huge, huge statement by Melbourne. Just their pressure early on. They just pants Hawthorn from the start. Absolutely didn't see it coming.
Because he owns you, 25 disposals, back to his best.
He owns you.
Van Rooyen, 5 goals, 1.
Wayne Rooney, 5 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Wayne Rooney, as we call him.
Tom Sparrow, 26 disposals. What a gem he has been in the midfield for the Demons as well. A team without Christian Petrarca, without Clayton Oliver, and you're getting players like Sparrow. He's having an incredible season. Just resurgent, just absolutely resurgent. But yeah, go on. Yeah,
just absolutely the pressure by them was absolutely fantastic. Fritsch also had a good game. As you mentioned, Cozzy, who looked absolutely disinterested in the Adelaide game, didn't want to be there. Played much better this game. Latrell, his younger cousin.
He also had
a good game. Wayne Rooney kicked 5 goals. As we call him on the show, Wayne Rooney. Any Manchester United fans out there? No, fantastic by Melbourne. Hawthorn, I'm not really concerned. That we know the draw that they've got. It's unfortunate that Geelong lost and Hawthorn had to lose because it doesn't really help us.
Of course, we fuck up. We could have jumped into the top 3 for this one. So
so that hurts even more. So cheers, Hawthorn. But we know the draw that they've got. They're getting that. They'll get players back. Whittle will come back from suspension. The Wizard might be back. It doesn't really matter because of the draw they've got anyway. Very impressive win by Melbourne, and it keeps their top 4 alive. Definitely, they're going to play finals. That's now a given. That's an absolute given out.
They're sixth on the ladder now, so finals is a lock away for them. We thought it was wild card. Now it's certainly going to be finals for the Demons.
Yep.
So
unbelievable by Stephen King. Anything to add, Sean?
Yeah, no, just to harp on the Stephen King sort of bandwagon, the fact that, if you're a Melbourne supporter, you'd have to be pretty happy with this season. Outside of maybe being the more positive supporters, you would have thought you would have been in the bottom four somewhere. Because normally any team that goes young and inexperienced, that normally tells you you're going to be in a bit of pain for a while. So, the fact that was probably the expectation. And they've basically been the complete opposite. There could be potentially a drop off, but even then, like you got to be, especially from like a Melbourne fan point of view or a supporter point of view, you've got to be pretty proud of those efforts. Like I don't think there'd be too many Melbourne fans that'd be disappointed, especially when you got a list or cut so deep in a list as much as they did. I don't think you can be complaining too much. I do want to give a little bit of a shout out to Miraz, who played his first game. I will turn this into a Collingwood thing. He did do some preseason training last year in his draft year. So the fact he had a couple preseason training sessions at Collingwood, just shows you if you turn up at Collingwood, you just come good. And then there's the obvious ones like Max Gawn, absolute star. Just trying to even like Tom Sparrow is like a bit of a surprising name, so he's having a pretty good year. Jai Newcomb, it's actually kind of funny that he's been playing so long now. People forget that he was a mid-season draft. Like that just shows you like how well he's been done. Like if you talk to any casual fan and you go, where was Jai Newcomb drafted? Like they would have said maybe second round. So the fact that he was the top pick in the mid-season draft, but a first-round mid-season draft pick's probably an equivalent to like a mid to late third rounder in the national draft. So, obviously massive props to him, and then also just because I can, a little bit of a shout out to one of the most underrated players in the comp is Chol. Anytime he gets his hands on the ball, always seems to get a score out of it. So that's probably one player that I just don't think has enough love, and I've been a big fan of his for a fair while now. He'll even do things where it won't even be considered a stat on the stat sheet, but whether if it's a tap on, kind of similar to what Jack Revolt used to do in the premiership years at Richmond. He'd just have that play where he would tap the ball forward or just get the ball moving, and it'll maybe be in the path of a Gunston or whoever else is in their forward line. They'll kick a goal from it. It won't get the credit for it, but super, super underrated player, and I just don't think he gets the credit that he deserves.
Not spot on, Sean. Next game there. Sorry, if you got anything to add, Kiri?
Nah, all good. We'll move on. We'll be quick for the before, because we'll get you, Sean, to talk about the Collingwood game as well.
Yep.
So GWS and Fremantle. Lucas, get the Homer Simpson ready.
No, I'm not going to do that. Now we've been saying for weeks they've got to drop one game. They're bound to drop one game. So this isn't.
No. Listen. I didn't think it'd be this game.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, for Kiri's sake, here it is.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! That is what I thought for this one, Lucas. I thought we knew that a loss was bound to happen for the Fremantle Dockers, but against the GWS side that have been struggling this year. Who would have thought? Who would have absolutely thought as well? But yeah, look, I'm not going to read too much into it. I think a loss was bound to happen for the Dockers, just a little minor blip. I do think them playing Sean Darcy. Sean Darcy or Sam. It's not Sam Darcy. I always keep getting mixed up. S. Darcy, I'll say. I prefer Mason Cox as the second ruck, if I'm being completely truth be told, because why fix something when it ain't broke? It's just a dead set liability, Darcy. in the ruck as well. Thought Jackson was a bit held in this one. Oh, okay, Big Sugar Sean. Thank you, Giselenko. Appreciate that, mate. But yeah, but at the end of the day, it was bound to happen. Jake Stringer, 7 goals in this one, boys. Like this is a bloke that we've got to be careful of next week as well. He always has a legacy game against Geelong. So who goes on Jake Stringer for this one? Do not put Jake Kolodjasny. I'll swear to God.
No,
he shouldn't even
please,
be
God,
the team.
no.
Shouldn't even be the team next, or even the Mark O'Connor. Fuck me.
No, fucking hell. Look, I'm not too surprised with this one. I knew I was saying it for weeks that they're bound to drop one. I thought they'd drop it against the Gold Coast. That turned out well. But if not, this would be the next. This would be the next game. And heaven forbid if they won this game, I thought they'd probably lose to Melbourne at the G. So there's no panicking. It wasn't their day. GWS are a bit bipolar at the moment when it comes to playing quality. Sometimes they're really good. Sometimes they're bad. Sometimes the message doesn't get through. They were good in this game. Their pressure was elite. Fremantle did well to stay with them all game, but the Giants Stringer had one of his days out, and when he has a day out, he can be dangerous, and he was. But with Freo, there's nothing there that I'm concerned about.
Don't worry about it. But I think you got to bring Cox back in the side. Don't put Darcy in there. Like, why fix something when it ain't broke? I think he's a dead set liability. How he's still in the team is beyond me as well. And thank God we didn't go for him. Thank God we didn't go for him. We dodged a bullet there. But they did what they had to do. The Giants. Sean, we'll get you to talk about the Gold Coast and Collingwood game. It's still disastrous at the Gold Coast Suns at the moment. A few controversial events that happened at the ground. We saw a few bumps, Braden Maynard, all of that. Lucas, no, sorry, Sean. I'll let you take it away, my friend. You've got 10 minutes.
There we go. All right, let's turn this into a Collingwood channel. So with Pies, we ended up playing the Gold Coast. And I thought for the fact that this was our third win in a row, this is probably easily the most impressive win out of the 3. We ended up beating Port, who we always seem to play well against. So I tend to not use that as like a game where it doesn't affect your chances for the premiership, and even for Tigers as well. I mean, if you're beating Tigers and thinking you're a flag chance, well, good luck to you. And not that the Giants is really one to move the needle, but it's more of a needle mover than the other two. So I think at the end of the day, if you're not talking about winning flags, if you're not talking about being the best version of yourselves and just succeeding as a football club, then what's the whole point of you being here? The fact that we got the job done, albeit I think Gold Coast were very underwhelming with all due with respect to Gold Coast. But at the end of the day, you've obviously got a team to play. We did get the job done. I believe we got out 6-point winners. So you sort of take it and run, move on to next week against North Melbourne. I thought Noble played a really good game. 33 disposals. Both the Hurlin brothers were basically playing like a Josh Dacos-like game. Like they both had 30 plus each. I will give a bit of props to Patrick Lipinski, albeit he plays one good game in every 6. But this was his good game this week. So as much as I do like to give a lot of tough love to some of our players, he's one that deserves a bit of just actual love this week. So credit to him. For those that want a bit of a future prospect, I think Lucas might know this. I've got a massive love and appreciation for Sam Swadling. In fact, I want to get the actual time on ground stat if I can.
Go for it.
It's not, for some reason, it's not coming to me, or it's not just there.
While we're waiting for that, Matt Rao is one of the worst Brownlow medalists. You serious, Jesaleko? That's a big call. That is a big call. Look, he's not having.
That's not like Jesselenko to have a big call like that. That's came from nowhere.
He hasn't had. He's far from his best this season. But gee whiz, over Ollie Wines, over Shane Wood-Woden, that's a big call. Anyway,
personally, I reckon. I think Rao was trying to audition for something. So. What I guess you guys can decide on what he was auditioning for, but he seemed to channel his inner Braden Sire. For those that if you guys know him, then you guys will understand how funny that joke is. So whether if he's trying to get into the Collingwood team in next at the end of what season 2028, it's a pretty good audition for him. Sorry, with the swaddling as well too, he had 53% game time and he ended up racking 20 disposals and had a goal. So if you're doing that every week and he's only, I think this was his third or fourth game, that kid's going to be an absolute superstar. I've got someone I speak to like on a regular basis. We've got a prediction of Sam Swaddling to win the Brownlow in 2030. Whether if it happens or not, we'll see. But that's gonna. Nah, this kid is very special.
Look, I don't watch much Collingwood games, but are you playing him regularly now? That's the thing, because you're not known for playing a lot of your young kids as well in Collingwood.
Oh, and that's been one of my biggest hates with this club right now is that we've got so many guys that are so talented. Or I mean, when I say talented, a lot of them they're. In terms of, obviously, they're not proven in terms of their abilities and stuff because you obviously got to get games under your belt for that. But the potential on some of these guys that we're just not playing is just immense. And now that we're finally getting some games into Swaddling, he's starting to grow before our very eyes. So, the fact that he had 53% game time, 20 disposals, and a goal, you could effectively put nearly times 2 on those stats, and that's a pretty damn good game. 2 goals and 40 disposals. You'd love to take that as a if he's I think 19, which is it's his first year, so he'd be 19. If you're gonna have that every week, you'd be pretty happy as a 19-year-old. Probably Membry again under the same probably bracket as Lipinski.
Oh yes, Membry.
So he kicked 3. I thought that was his best game. Probably in terms of Collingwood colours, I think that might have been his best game for the club. So that's obviously great signs because again, with his situation out of contract, he needs to just lift. Because I just feel like he's only one bad game away from being dropped to the VFL because that's just life. When you're 32, you just can't be. Yeah, when you have kids like Charlie West in the VFL absolutely killing it every week, you can't be having a bad game if you're Tim Membry.
Yeah.
So the fact that he put out his best game is a great sign. And then also probably another shout out to Alan as well, keeping Noah Anderson to 20 disposals. I think Anderson's had a pretty good season, and Alan. He's been one that, I've got huge raps for as well. And the fact that he's just growing. And personally, I think we should just play him as a pure inside midfielder. But, obviously with Fly, he reckons he's a tagger. And, I mean, I guess if he's doing jobs as a tagging role, that's not a bad thing. But he's probably another one in the bracket of Swaddling. They just need to get game time in the middle now. The quicker we do that, the better for the future of the Collingwood Footy Club.
All right, that's spot on right there, Sean. Did you want to give your 3-2-1s for this game?
Yes, please do, Sean.
3-2-1s. All right, I'll go.
So Mick has the vault. We do a 3-2-1. So 1 being the least, and then 3 being the best player. So if you're doing the Brownlow in this votes in this game, Sean, who would you give your 3-2-1 to?
I mean, this is when it comes to individual awards. I'm a massive advocate for just hating individual awards, especially when you're playing a team game. I'll just make that abundantly clear. I think Tim Membry has to get 1 vote. I think he was super important. you got to throw in Nick Dacos for the 2. I just think his disposal. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but I just think that I was expecting a bit higher out of him, and screw it. I'm going to be super biased. I'm just going to say Sam Swadling for the 3 votes. Yeah, there you go.
I don't think Mick likes that one. I think he wants you to be less diplomatic. But anyway, this is my show. That's all right, Sean. That's an acceptable answer. Before we move on to the next game, Sean, where to now from here? So you've won this game. What would you like to do, and then what would you like to see in the next game before we move on to the other game?
So in terms of like
performance-wise, performance-wise, yeah.
I want to see Patrick Lipinski have another good game. That's probably been one of my gripes, is that he's always there in preseason, being the fittest guys. We always seem to, there's a lot of supporters out there that rate his ability to kick the football with his laser passes going inside 450. Although that this was a very good game from him, and a tick from him. His biggest issue is that he needs to have those performances every week. I think he's good enough. He's old enough to have that body, like that mature body, to consistently play at that level. So I think it's just I think we need to be a bit harder on someone like a Lipinski, because he's good enough, but just needs that little bit of tough love. So just putting that out there. And then, just seeing the kids grow. I feel like most weeks it just seems like the kids are playing better than the experienced players that have finals experience, and that's just been a really good sign going forward, is that we're still somewhat competitive, and the fact that I don't know what the percentages are, but you could probably argue that we've got about 40 to 50% of our players that are probably kids that have probably got 40 games or less under their belt. So so that's obviously like a pretty good sign for our future. And we just got to keep playing them, and we've got plenty of the VFL still coming through. So it's a bit of a, as much as I want to be here winning flags, we've got to sort of, I guess, whether if it is to play more of the kids and stuff, which, every time we played a kid that's like worked, like Puncher was one of our defenders on the weekend. He debuted for his first game, looked every bit like Ethan Murphy from a few years ago. So that's been someone that we've definitely missed. It's definitely affected someone like a Darcy Moore. So if Liam Puncher can continue that form for the rest of his career, hopefully that spells some good positive things for the future. And albeit there's going to be a bit of a transition period coming very soon. I think if you're a Collingwood supporter, you should be very positive with some of the future prospects we have, for sure.
All right, well done, Chris.
You caught him.
So
now it's contagious.
Sean, now I've done it. You started it.
Not me. Gee whiz.
Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it, mate. I did get your name right.
His name is Sean. Ever seen Rush Hour 2? His name is Lee. His name is Sean.
Well done, Sean.
Sean mentioned Swadling for the Brownlow. Well, you don't have to worry about players taking votes off him. De Goey will be at Geelong, and Dacos will be at Tasmania.
No.
Good, awesome. So then that means we'll get about 6 to 8 first-round picks, all top 3 picks. Awesome.
It's not happening, Sean. I don't know what his obsession is with Jordan De Goey and Tim Membry and this one. I
will say this: when it comes to Jordan De Goey, this has been his best home and away season outside of maybe 2018.
100%. No, I do agree. Yeah. No, I remember going to the Geelong Collingwood game a couple of months ago at the MCG, and he was their best player in the midfield, Jordan De Goey. Like, as soon as Mullen tagged Dacos out, De Goey stood up, and that's a player that we need to keep an eye on, because I know we got you guys coming up as well. All right, we're not going to report much on this one. Carlton continuing their fine winning streak at the moment. 2 points over the Tigers. It's gone mad at the moment. It's the Ron Blue and White team that are winning. So, but Carlton fans,
I'm sick of these blokes.
You're on there,
I'm sick of these blokes. Hawthorn, you've got one job next week. One job. All you got to do is beat them and end our misery.
You boys, if Hawthorn can't do it, you boys, please put ourselves out of our misery. Please beat them. I've had enough. I've had enough with the Carlton, with all this dribble and all of that.
We love the boys from the TJP, but for goodness, yes, they're getting confidence now. Those lot, they're booking grand final tickets. They're doing more shows than ever. Can Hawthorn put them out of their misery once and for all, so we can move on and get some sleep? If Hawthorn can't beat Carlton, forget about it. You want to just give them the fucking flag while you're at it. So Hawthorn, please do something, please. As far as this game, Kerry, Carlton were in majority of control of this match. Richmond came late, very late, and we thought, gee, maybe the impossible can happen. Incidentally, the first game was 1 point. This was 2 points. So two very, very close games. Now, Carlton well in control except for the last 5 minutes of the game. Richmond, Tom Lynch is always serviceable, Tom Lynch. Every time he plays for them, I'm telling you, I thought he was washed. That's what you said. That's what you... Sean, help me out. Is he out? No, Sean. He thinks Tom Lynch is a wash player.
He's done.
But help me out here.
But let's be honest. He's overrated. He's only had one good game, which was that fucking prelim against Geelong. Everything else, he's been shit. Like Richmond were only won those 3 flags because of fucking Dusty Martin, mate. You know.
Do you agree or disagree with that statement? Is he washed? Is he done? Is he overrated, Sean? Or am I completely right about him being great? What's your take?
When it comes to Tom Lynch, I'd absolutely take him in his prime, but in his current form, not so much.
Oh, hang on! We can't have two. We can't have that. We're obviously in his prime. We're taking him, but
even his prime, like he played for a shit Gold Coast side as well. You know, like
no, I'm not having that. At his prime, he was a very good footballer. Very good footballer.
He had one good season at Richmond. Let's be honest. Like he can't even kick from directly out in front. Like there was one moment right on an angle, like 20 meters out, couldn't kick it through there. Like he's done. I don't know what your obsession is with Tom Lynch, Lucas. Like I'd you know, mate, Shannon Neal for the next 10 to 15 years. All right, you know. Tom Lynch is done.
We didn't even talk about the other midfielder, Bo McCreary. We didn't even talk about him during.
Do we need to?
No, we don't. No, we don't need to. I'm going to put.
No, I'm good on that.
As host of this show. So we got to move on. We've got a couple of more games to talk about before we talk about the World Cup and other sports as well. Essendon and St Kilda, absolute shithouse this game. It's new coach Dean Solomon. Clearly the message is not getting through from the Bombers to the Bombers, and maybe they're just shit. Maybe they're just pure shit in this one. St Kilda, Nasiah Wanganima-Alira got 46 touches for this one, and Bradley Hill got 42 as well. Rowan Marshall, couple of goals, chop out in the ruck as well. For Essendon, Zach Merritt got 28. But you know, other than that, we all knew this was going to be a blowout. It's not really much to talk about here, other than Essendon suck at the moment. They still suck.
Yeah, it's a very St Kilda-like performance in my opinion. It's a very easy team to beat up. Flat track bullies. They've been trying to up their standards in terms of going after big prize recruits. They want the criticism, if they want the criticism, then they should not be celebrating a win like this. And Naz getting 46 disposals. yeah, okay, he got 46 disposals, but if you're not playing finals and if you're not playing games where it actually matters, why does a 46 disposal game get assessed to matter? There is a reason why St Kilda won one flag in 150 years, and it doesn't come down to it comes down to culture. That's really what it comes down to, because you don't you are not that bad of a football club just by pure chance. It's a cultural problem. It's a again, I can go down a path where I can have a lot of St Kilda supporters sending me messages and stuff. Probably won't be getting any Christmas cards from them anytime soon. But all I was just saying is that there's a reason why you've only won one flag in 150 years, and it's because of games like this.
Sean, one flag in 150 years. I just want to say my name is Sean, and I'm the owner of the Geelong Zone. Blame it on him. Blame all that on him. I didn't make that comment. No, you're probably right there, Sean, to be fair. A basket case club for many, many years. Should have won a flag in the 09-010 era, Kiri. Who played us and played
especially 2009. Yeah, that was such a stacked team. Ross the Boss, mind you, as well. So, but I do agree with you, Sean, with this one. Yeah, I mean, this flat track bullies until they play a real club. Well, I'll tell you this, fellas. We do have the Saints in a couple of weeks' time in Geelong. I'm probably worried if we don't rock up against this St Kilda team, that they could pull a Marvel performance, even though it's up at Geelong. So we're going to have to be on our terms in this one. We are absolutely going to have to be on our terms for this one. All right, one more game. It's Port Adelaide and North Melbourne at the Adelaide Oval. Port Adelaide back-to-back wins for the first time this season under Josh Carr. For North. Look, much better effort. I didn't expect them to win this game, but Harry Sheasel got himself the 40 touches in this one. But just inaccurate up front for the Kangaroos. 73 kicks in this one.
Graceful.
Like, the umpires could not put away the whistle in this game as well. It's absolutely infuriating.
How did that happen?
Yeah. But gee whiz. But other than that, not really much there. Burn Jones got 24, surprisingly. Horn Francis with 24. Butters with 26. Where's Nick Larkey? He's had a shocker of a season. He only kicked one goal too in this one. Absolute downward season for Nick Larkey. But other than that, look. Most free kicks in a game on record since 2008. Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gee whiz. Okay. We don't like potting. Yeah, we don't like potting umpires, but number 13, Elaney, you were umpiring in this game. Not up to standard. You are. You're not up to standard. Nothing to do with being a woman. Nothing to do with that.
No.
Because you had two fellow umpires on the same ground who were absolutely shocking as well. They are not up to standard either. But that is ridiculous, that many free kicks. That is just taking the piss. So the AFL won't say anything. They're not going to come out. They'll just say, yep, that's a tick off. Yeah, fair enough. Every single one was there. Tick. The most controversial one, Kiri, is that deliberate with Harvey, where he walked over the behind post of Port Adelaide. He was paid deliberate despite being under pressure. That's all. You've got to be some kind of pressure to rush behind. He was apparently not enough. Apparently you need to have someone actually on you, breathing on you. Class as pressure now. So that interpretation has changed in 4 games. That's an absolute disgrace, and we don't need that shit in our game. Once again, umpires trying to be clever, trying to be big, trying to stand for authority. You're not bigger than the game. We need umpires, of course, but that was just unacceptable. Really not good enough. It was an okay game. It was an okay game. It was back and forth all game. North, I picked North in this game. They were disappointing not to get the win, to be fair. I thought this would be a game North would win and take another step forward. Kiri, they can't win up this ground. It is a graveyard.
That's 14. I think that's 14 straight losses for them at the Adelaide Oval. So they can't win at the Adelaide Oval. I did have my tip to North Melbourne originally. I changed last minute to Port Adelaide just based on the record for this one. But despite their improvement with the playing list, with Alistair Clarkson in charge as well, they could have Pep Guardiola coach this team, Lucas, and they still can't win at the Adelaide Oval. So look, very blown off the park. That's a tick for them, but very, very disappointing for them, and a bit of a dent for their finals aspirations as well. All right, well that is round 17 of the AFL season. We're going to move on to more sport in this one. That is why it is called the Monday FUNDAY Sports Show. We are talking about the FIFA World Cup, which is still going on. We are in the knockout stages at the moment. We'll quickly go through some of the results that have happened over the week, as well with the Socceroos game. So, who's got the TV in the background?
Oh no! What happened there?
Oh, what happened there? We're having a meltdown here.
Oh, there we go. We got it back. It's all good. It's all good. We got it back. There we go.
Apologies, ladies. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get the World Cup screen back on.
Yep. There we go. There we go. Oh. There we go. Okay. Never mind.
Okay.
Go, Kiri.
All right. So Brazil 2-1 over Japan. Germany 1-1 against Paraguay. Germany are out of the World Cup along with the Netherlands. Wow. They lost in penalties as well. Two heavyweights are gone in the round of 32. Can you absolutely believe that? Norway were 2-1 winners over Cote d'Ivoire. France 3-0 over Sweden. Kylian Mbappe absolutely threatening at the moment. He's chasing down the all-time FIFA World Cup goal record. Mexico 2-0 over Ecuador. England 2-1 over Congo. Belgium 3-2 over Senegal. The United States 2-0 over Bosnia and Herzegovina. A bit controversial in this one. The American striker Florian Balogun got sent off, but now that's been overturned. He's going to be playing in the knockout game for the United States. I think I don't care what side of politics you're on, but you think Trump had something to do with this? He probably bribed the FIFA president to get it overturned. But we will move on. We won't make this. We won't make this political.
It wouldn't be the first time he's taken bribes to the FIFA president. Not the first time.
We won't make this political. We'll move on. Spain taking care of business 3-0 over Austria. Portugal 2-1 over Croatia. Very, very controversial with this one. Obviously, Portugal got a penalty. Cristiano Ronaldo, his first goal in a knockout World Cup stage. Your man, Cristiano Ronaldo, about fucking time he scored a goal in the knockout stages, Lucas.
Now, I've got to bring that soundboard. I was meant to bring the C, but I forgot it. So next time, well, hopefully they beat Spain and we can use it. But I've got to bring that to the soundboard.
Yeah, next time you bring that one. But yeah, there was a goal late in stoppage time for Croatia. That got ruled out through VAR. Very, very controversial there as well. Croatia are out. That's Luka Modric's last World Cup as well. So we say farewell to another veteran in this one. Switzerland 2-0 over Algeria. And we'll talk about the Socceroos game. Australia have been knocked out of the World Cup, knocked out for penalties to Egypt in this one. Look, I thought this game was lost on team selection once again. You do not put Nestori Irukunda as a number 9 in this one. He is best played on the wide areas. Why did we not have a front three of Irukunda and Volpato in the wings and Mohamed Touré on the number 9? But kudos to us to get ourselves back in this game. But yeah, I thought it was too. It was always going to go to penalties. Tony Popovich is never an attacking sort of coach. He always parks the buses. He's done that in the A-League. He's done that. in other teams that he's coached overseas as well. But it doesn't work for a national team, especially a team against Egypt who like to attack. They were the much more polished side. Mohamed Salah hamstring, I think that was smoke and mirrors, wasn't it? He absolutely ran rings around the Socceroos defence. And the penalty shootout. I think we should have kept Patrick Beach for this one. I think there was no need to bring Matty Ryan
what was that
in this game. Like Matty Ryan was like fucking Riley O'Brien in the goals for this one. He could not fucking move whatsoever. And you do not bring your centre backs in the penalties. Like, look, Irakunda was off, Volpato was off. We couldn't have them for the penalty shootouts, but we had Mohamed Toure. We had some of our other midfielders as well, and our other forwards too. Like, why couldn't we line them up? Why did we set up an 18-year-old kid in Lucas Harrington to go for the penalty? That's lost. That's lost.
Where was Loonmobile?
Loonmobile came on. He came on in the second half. He was quite good. A1 Mobile. He made things work.
If anyone's saying why we call him Loonmobile, that's an Adelaide United thing. Because there's a car when your car breaks down, you call Loonmobile. They come out and fix your car, get it running. So back when he was playing for Adelaide United, people used to call him Loonmobile. So in case anyone's wondering, in case anyone thinks it's racist or whatnot, that was his nickname at Adelaide United, Loonmobile.
Yeah. Our team, the Adelaide United Reds. In this one, but I'll tell you this, Lucas, because I was at the game at the live site in Adelaide at the tennis centre there, and when Mohamed Salah was lining up for penalty, for those who know, I'm a Liverpool fan in the Premier League. For those who don't know, I love Mohamed Salah. He's my all-time favourite player. I was the only Socceroos fan not booing at Salah. When he was lining up for penalty, I had my eyes covered. I couldn't watch. I couldn't watch. And I said to the guy next to me, did he kick it? Did he score the penalty?
Get it. As soon as he took that pen, I knew he ain't missing that. Sean, did you watch this game, Sean? And if you did, what were your takes from it? You're a sporting nut. I'm sure you watched it.
No, I haven't been much of a World Cup guy myself. I'm more cricket, as you know. I mean, in terms of my knowledge, in terms of soccer, I actually went to the gym a few weeks ago, and I basically walked in and I thought, why the hell does my gym look like a humanities class right now? And then I realised it was all the World Cup soccer flags hanging up in the gym. So that's about how much I was aware of it.
Now you might think you're not contributing here, Sean, but we do have cricket talk coming up. That's all right. But that's all right. That's okay. See, we cover all sports on the Monday FUNDAY show. But with all seriousness, I was going to say Kyle there, and then I'm really having a shocker. But thank God I didn't. But lucky I didn't. Kiri, this manager, this was bullshit. This felt like when you remember when Western Sydney Wanderers played Al Hilal in the Champions League in that second leg. It felt a whole lot like that. Park the bus, try to get something from the game. To their credit, back then they had a goal advantage going into that second leg. We don't have no such thing, but it felt like that game. Try to park the bus, get something on the counter.
That's what he did. And look, it worked. It worked for the Western Sydney Wanderers because, it's one thing coaching the A-League, but it's another thing coaching the national team as well. That does not work in a World Cup, and this is why I didn't want Tony Popovich as a coach in the first place. Like, we got a good squad. We got a good young squad. Irakunda, Mohamed Toure, Volpato, Tite Yengi. A classic number 9, 6'6". He's a fucking big fella. He barely got a sniff in the tournament at all. I would have liked him to see get a few minutes, but it's the wrong coach. It's absolutely the wrong coach. And, he has to go. And this is what I want to see. We do not get another A-League coach. I want a Spanish or a Portuguese coach. Someone that does not speak a word of English. All right, get an interpreter. To instruct the players, because That was with Greece when they won the European Championship. They got a German coach. He did not speak a word of Greek at all, but he had an interpreter. They translated it to him. That's what we need. We need a Spanish or a Portuguese coach. Enough with this with the A-League coach bullshit. Tony Popovic, he's a carbon copy of Graham Arnold. Because if we fucking persist with him, we're not going to make it to the knockout stages of the Asian Cup next year. You kidding me, man? Like, we'll get embarrassed by Japan. Forget about it.
Yeah, just horrible tactics. You know, I said to you, I wish we had Ange because we wouldn't have played that way.
Fucking oath.
We would have attacked Egypt. We would have had probably 20 shots on goal. Mind you, we probably leaked like a tampon, but still, we wouldn't have played that. Yeah, I would have liked to play that way. Have 20 shots, see what we can do. If they score, so be it. Then just park the bus because that favours Egypt. If you said to Egypt, "What do you want the most?" They want the ball. That's what they want. So their technical players can hold on to it, pass it around, and we gave it to them. So that we played into their strengths by parking the bus. We should have been a bit more attacking. We should have had Liam Mabil on the left. We should have Irakunda straight on. And we should have controlled the midfield more, which we didn't. We only controlled the midfield, Kiri, when we needed to actually bloody score. And when we did, we went back to parking the bus. So it's really not good enough. Popper can't be trusted with a young team. Yeah, he can't be. I'd rather Ange.
He can't be.
But Kiri, shouldn't it be if the best coach is available, you take him regardless if he can't speak English, if he can't speak fucking German, Japanese, whatever.
Germany got Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp yesterday. Yeah. You know? What's
bang?
How about we go for Pep Guardiola?
Yeah.
Fuck it, let's fucking do it.
We'd love that, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But no, I know what you mean. Or Xavi. I'd love a Xavi coaching Australia.
No, I don't rate him, man. I don't rate him.
What a load of mumbo jumbo. I can't. You're unbelievable. You are. I cannot believe you don't like it.
No, I don't rate him.
See, if Xavi manages, if any owner with half a brain. Would take Xavi on in the top four all over. Imagine if Arsenal had Xavi all over. Forget about it. Instead of that harmful terrorist in Arteta.
That's it. Horrible. Tony Popovic is the Australian Arteta. That's what he is. He always finished second in the A-League. He always finished second. Well, Arteta's got a title with Arsenal now, but and he's got a Champions League. That's something Arteta couldn't do.
Yeah, no, true. And we went to that grand final when the Western Sydney Wanderers played us. We won 3-0. We went to that. Yeah, no, it's just not. This was such a winnable game. This was such a winnable game.
It was lost at the selection table. You know, we were always good. You know, against Paraguay, we should have lost that game 1-0. You know, that last 5 minutes of the game as well. And look, you know. Even if we progressed, we weren't going to go past Argentina. Argentina would wipe that. We wouldn't lose 2-1, which was last time. We probably would have lost 4 or 5-0, if I'm being completely honest, because Lionel Messi's on a fucking another level as well in this game. But yes, we bow out of another World Cup to the knockout stages. So yeah, we will see for this one. We'll go for the rest of the results. Argentina.
Where's my favourite team?
3-2. Where's your favourite team?
My favourite, and Sean will love this. This is my favourite team.
Look at this country. You are gay.
Well, they didn't even make the knockout stages, Lucas. They failed. The first time they've been, I don't know if we talked about it on the last show, but the first time in their history they've been knocked out. They failed to make it out of the group stage twice in a row. In Uruguay. Can you believe that too? A lot of the heavyweights all gone in this one. Argentina 3-2 over Cape Verde. Our favourite underdog team are gone, but they did win our hearts. They did win our hearts, Cape Verde. Lionel Messi, he's playing on another level at the moment in this one. Colombia 1-0 over Ghana. Morocco 3-0 over Canada. France 1-0 over Paraguay, a penalty for Kylian Mbappe. And the results this morning was, can you believe it? Brazil out of the World Cup in the round of, I think in the round of 16. Norway, who haven't been in a major tournament for 28 years. For 28 years, the last time was in the Euros. So it's been a while for them. And Erling Haaland owns you, man.
Owns you. He owns you. That's it. Haaland owns you.
2-0, 2-1, because Brazil got a late penalty. Neymar scores. That's his last World Cup. He's done for this one. He's retiring for internationally for Brazil. But yeah, gee whiz, this is a situation that they should have not been in, the Brazilians. I didn't rate them going into the tournament. I thought they're a bit too old, bit too slow, and they massive underachievers. Brazil, very disappointing. And the other game, Mexico and England. England win this one 3-2, down to 10 men. Jarrell Bonser the former Liverpool defender, got sent off for that one. It was all penalties galore for this game too. Jude Bellingham got 2 goals. Harry Kane, he should have got a hat trick, truth be told, but Harry Kane snatched that one as well. Bellingham will miss out for the next knockout game. I think they got Norway in the quarterfinals, so he won't play in this one. That's a huge loss for the England midfield there as well. But yeah, they are through. Mexico unbeaten at the Azteca Stadium in Mexico City. They were doing all the fireworks the night before and all of that, trying to put the England team off, but yeah, it wasn't enough for them, and England are through for this one. The games tomorrow, Portugal and Spain. That'll be spicy. That'll be absolutely spicy for this one. Ronaldo,
shit time zone.
I'll be able to watch the first half before I go to work, so I'll definitely get up early for that. So the old versus the new, the master versus the apprentice, Ronaldo versus Yamal for this one, and we've got the United States up against Belgium, and they are the last hosts to be standing for this tournament.
Yeah, just heaven forbid if America, can't get their little commercials in.
This bullshit hydration break. How crap is that? You know what? Let's do a hydration break for the Monday Funday show. We may as well. I've got my water bottle here.
Yeah, it's about 4 degrees, and we're going to do a hydration break like the game last week. It was 14 degrees with only 40% humidity, for goodness sake. What a joke. But that is the end of the World Cup. We've got some stuff coming up for Sean in a minute. Kiri, do you want to go through the NRL? I don't know if Sean's a fan of that.
We'll go through it quickly anyway, because we are running a little bit over time, but that's all right. So in the rugby league that has happened over the weekend, the Panthers are 36-14 over the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Dragons on the winners board, 24-10 over the West Tigers. I think that was a battle of the wooden spoon clash right there. The Broncos, their premiership hangover continuing. They fall 16-28 against the Sharks. Eels 23-14 over the Sea Eagles, and the Knights 13-12 against the Dolphins in a thriller. And NRL State of Origin Game 3, that is this Wednesday night on Channel 9 at Suncorp Stadium. That is going to be the decider. Who will win? Put it on the chat. I'm definitely going for Queensland in this one. Yeah. But I think they should be able to get the job done on their home deck. Now, the NBA.
Oh yeah. He's going to love this. He's going to love this.
Yeah. So you're obviously a basketball fan, Sean?
Yeah, absolutely. I am more towards the Miami side of things, but I mean, I still have a casual sort of look on the NBA as well. So I'm not too casual. I'm probably, I know the obvious players, like, the top 3 or 4 players in other teams, but I'm definitely more the Heat. So, yeah.
Yep. No. Awesome. Well, Go on, Lucas. Yep.
was going to say, while we got him here, the huge signing so far in the trade period was Antetokounmpo to Miami. We talked about that last week, Sean. So I just want to get your thoughts on quick thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean, like it's kind of been a bit ironic because like he's been rumored to be going to Miami for what feels like 4 or 5 years. And I feel like the last probably 2 years were probably genuine, but we just didn't really have much to trade up for him. We obviously got him. I think it became official yesterday or the day before, but it's been known for like a week or two. Could not be happier. It probably means that we're going to have some more quality come through. Tim Hardaway Jr. also signed, so if those are the types of guys that are coming, then that only just tells us really good things. Even though Spo, I still rate Spo as one of the greatest coaches in the NBA currently at the moment. He's had to have his success with guys that are basically, out of the G League. So if a G League player is going to get upgraded to like a Tim Hardaway Jr., well, that just shows you that he's got more to play with. And, if you give, for probably a terrible analogy, but if you give a chef enough ingredients, and you watch him cook, you might be able to find like a restaurant level meal, probably coming your way. So now that he's got the ingredients to start cooking, let's just watch him cook. Because there's still some rumors with like LeBron. There's some rumors.
Yes.
I think
yes, there is.
Yeah, because there was I don't know, or you guys probably don't know this because I'm a massive nuffy when it comes to Miami. Apparently, LeBron's partner was saying something like, "Oh, like I really like the time in Miami. Like I like the lifestyle there." And because obviously LeBron being LeBron, he's like, "Oh, do you like the city or the team?" And she goes, "Oh, well, I just really like the city." And I'm just sitting there, well, it doesn't matter, like so that was an Instagram video or something. So
wow, oh, okay, wow.
And especially, and even Rich Paul, who's like the manager for LeBron James, for those that don't know, he came out and said that the relationship between him and the Heat haven't been stronger. Mind you,
that's news to me. Yes.
Yeah. So
wow.
in terms of player managers, like treat them like AFL managers. So you treat them like car salesmen. So at the end of the day, they're trying to get a good deal for their client. So don't. I don't know. There's always a thing of like they're obviously not going to flat out lie to your face, but they're also not going to tell you the truth. So you got to sort of like sift between what they're trying to say. But when you have LeBron's partner saying that she liked the Miami lifestyle, but then in saying that, I think there was some information that the partner also said that LeBron had full. I'm trying to think of the right word. Just full, like a full acceptance to basically go anywhere. So don't use the partner or the kids as an excuse. So he's got no excuses to go anywhere he wants.
Well,
but in saying that, she did say that she liked the city of the Heat. So, well, not the Heat, the city of Miami.
well, we actually thought now we've got some more news here now. We joked because we did talk about this last week. We thought he was going to join the Warriors. There's rumors there. And then we said, me and Kiri said, well, we should get everybody to the Warriors, including, and he must be watching the show, including Ben Simmons. And then all of a sudden, 2 days later, there was a report Ben Simmons is open to play in the NBL. Can you believe that? We've bought him out of retirement. We've bought him out of retirement. He's interested in playing the NBL.
As long as he doesn't come to the 36ers, I'll be fine with that. All right. He could go to the Sydney Kings. He could fucking cause locker room cancer over there. I'll be fine with that.
So I don't know if you've heard that, Sean, but what are your thoughts on that? Of Ben Simmons returning to the NBL?
Well, in terms of the Heat, I don't know who said it specifically, but someone came out in terms of speaking from Miami's behalf, and they said that there's 3 types of players that we want: shooters, and shooters. So if they stick to their word, then Simmons doesn't stand a chance.
No, not a chance at all. Not a chance at all. And maybe it is to the Adelaide 36ers, Lucas, because he likes his fishing. He might pair up with Ned McHenry for the 5AA fishing show.
The 5AA fishing show of Ned McHenry, and soon the golfing show with Brad Close. No, any trade talk you want to talk about, Kiri, before we move on?
Yeah. Well, I do have some notes. We did talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm sure you know, Sean, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant. So if we thought the Eastern Conference was shaking up with Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Miami Heat, think again. The Boston Celtics traded Jaylen Brown to the Philadelphia 76ers. The Finals MVP is now in the city of brotherly love. Philly lands a superstar in his prime to pair with Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. In return, Boston gets Paul George, a 2028 first rounder, an unprotected 2031 first, and 2 future seconds. Gee whiz. Massive upgrade for Philly, downgrade for the Celtics as well. And look who's heading back to north of the border, ladies and gentlemen, and that is Kawhi Leonard. He is returning to the Toronto Raptors, the man who guided Toronto to their maiden and only NBA title. 2019 Finals MVP. The LA Clippers hit the reset button, trading Kawhi to Toronto in exchange for Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, and 2 future first rounders. It is all over for the Clippers. As Fabrizio Romano would say from soccer, it's all over. What a waste of an era. Only one Western Conference Finals to show for the Clippers, which was in 2020-21, where they lost to the Phoenix Suns 4-2. And let's not forget, they blew a 3-1 lead to the Denver Nuggets the season prior in the COVID bubble. Doc Rivers masterclass, all that money spent, and they still couldn't get over their big brothers in the LA Lakers. And speaking of the Western Conference, ladies and gentlemen, Ja Morant, another player looking for a new club. He has been traded to the Portland Trail Blazers. The Memphis Grizzlies officially moved on from their star point guard, shipping Morant to Portland for a veteran haul of Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. And the most shocking backcourt pivot of the summer is LaMelo Ball. He's a Minnesota Timberwolves. The Charlotte Hornets pulled the trigger on a total roster overhaul, trading LaMelo and Josh Green to Minnesota for 6th Man of the Year, Naz Reid, and heavy draft compensation. Massive superstars moving to different teams. What an offseason this has been in the world of the NBA. And finally, obviously, the biggest piece of news to drop in the offseason, which we talked about. It has been news for a while, but we'll say it anyway. LeBron James, he's officially left the LA Lakers in free agency. Where he will go remains to be seen. But if you've got ideas, ladies and gentlemen, I think we'll discuss. But anyone in the chat, where will LeBron James go? Who is going to be his next NBA team for his 24th season?
Well, it won't be the GWS Giants, that's for sure. It won't be them. They've pulled out of the race. But wow, Sean, what a trade period it's been so far in the NBA, Sean.
Absolutely, and there's still some, a few players to go yet. There's still, I think Bradley Beal was rumored. I want to say it was about Bradley Beal that he made a post, because I think Giannis posted saying he posted something on Instagram saying we need to win the day. And then Beal said something similar. It was like to win the moment or something. So there's like little cryptic tweets like that. So there's that. There was DeRozan as well. I think DeRozan's going to get a buyout. There's Zach LaVine was looking to get a buyout. That's the thing when you have Giannis, and I think as well too. When it comes to Bam, can we also give Bam some love, because this guy does not get appreciated enough in the NBA.
No, he doesn't he?
Absolutely.
Because even a couple of years ago, I was trying to explain it to somebody. It's like Bam Adebayo is basically like the Stephen Curry of defense but because no one gives a shit about defense in terms of it being this appealing sort of like eye-catching sort of spectacle, no one cares. So, when you have someone like Bam who guards 1 through to 5, like he guards basically everybody, and dude's only like, I know it's obviously to us it's like 6'9" is tall, but he's 6'9" and he's defending guys that are 7 foot plus, and then he's also defending like small forwards, even point guards at times, like. The amount of defense that this guy plays, which is why the Heat are going after shooters. I don't know what's happened in the last I don't know, 6 months, 12 months, but like obviously Pat Riley's woken up and decided that he's had enough sleep and he's hibernated enough. Because like we've obviously gone to the draft like the last couple of years and. Now we're getting serious and we're getting guys like Giannis. Hopefully LeBron comes. Like as I said, if his partner's anything to go off saying that she likes the city over here and I'm completely locked in at this point. Obviously like there are still a few spots that aren't confirmed yet, so we don't necessarily know who we are going to get. Brian Conmore's been balling in the summer league as well. That guy's going to be special. I don't know if you guys have seen him in the summer league. And again, it is summer league, but for a guy that's playing his first year, this might be like a Triple J type of like first season type of thing, where he might come in and average 15 to 20 points a game, come off the bench, be a bit of a sixth man hype up, hype player in terms of like scoring. Just comes in with a what do they call him? Like a microwave shooter, where it's like it comes in for a small burst and heats up. I'm super keen as a Heat fan because it's been, especially I don't know, ever since I don't even know if we can even mention his name, but ever since he left, I don't think it would take you long to figure out who it is. But ever since that player lost his joy, I think that's when I lost my joy as well. So, I'm super excited for this season. Looks like we're going to be genuinely contending. And there's also another trade period in February as well. So there's still plenty of puzzle pieces to put into this team. And we haven't even finished this trade period yet. So there's still, as I said, there's Beal, there's Zach Levine. I went through them before, but I'm only just going off the top of my head. But there's definitely a few of them out there that are half decent. DeRozan, I was actually kind of surprised people aren't showing DeRozan a lot of love. Maybe he's like getting on the wrong end of 30. Maybe that's why. Yeah. But he was a pretty solid role player over at Chicago last I checked. So
my Bulls. He was pretty good over there for a couple of seasons, but it came to a point where both DeRozan and Levine, two ball dominant guards, it wasn't going to work long term. They both had to go, and you could see what the same thing in Sacramento. It's not working over there as well. They both want the ball. They both want to score. And, they got to do it the other way as well. They're not known for defending and all of that either. And you see the amount of points we conceded because of those two sort of players as well. But, DeRozan looked like great player, phenomenal with the Raptors and all of that. But, I think he's in the wrong end of 30 in this one. So I think he probably I don't know if he wants to go to like a contender or anything and try to last-ditch effort to win a ring. But you think it's going to be on a veteran minimum or something like that.
Because there was someone that wrote in the chat. Oh yeah, about the chair. That someone couldn't defend a chair. I kind of find that really strange because
chats now. He's now reading chats now. Sean is, so he's doing really well.
I can read apparently that's an upgrade as a Collingwood supporter. So thanks for the thanks for the
that confirms it.
Mind blanks. I'm going back into my Collingwood supporter era. So even when players I can't defend, I've always found that really strange because at the end of the day, if your main strength is shooting, someone's got to shoot the ball, and if he can't defend, like that's why you have guys like Ben. That's why you have like Giannis and all these guys that can defend. So I'm always like, as long as the guy that can't defend gets you 25, 30 points every night, I'm okay if they don't defend. Like it's not ideal and it's not like a perfect scenario, of course, but even someone like Tyler Hero, like obviously he had to go to get someone like Giannis, but and even Heat supporters weren't really that much of a fan of him. But I mean, I always appreciated Tyler just because he was one of those guys. Yeah, he was just one of those guys where it's like, he was kind of even though he was from he's actually originally from Milwaukee, but he basically came to the Miami Heat and became like a Miami Heat fan. If that makes, he became like a Miami Heat nuffy, and that was like one of the things that made me like him so much. Is like, he wasn't perfect, but it was like he seemed like a passionate fan that was just going to give his heart out, every single week on the court. Like, so I don't know. I always had a lot of love for Tyler, and unfortunately, he's throwing some shade at the club and stuff. But I can't hate him. Like, just when you have, especially as well too, when you get traded out, like no one's gonna like that. Like no one's gonna.
Nah, it's hard to get on. It's hard to hate you when you. It's not your fault. Yeah. It happens.
Yeah.
But
that's insane. That like, I just can't say a bad thing about Tyler. And like, as much as and the other thing as well, being a Heat fan as well too, which seem to all of our better players outside of even like a Dwayne Wade, all of our superstars come from other clubs. So the fact that Hero was an original Heat player and he was like, we basically developed him from the get-go. I think someone even put up a stat, like one of the Miami Heat content creators, and it was like he was something. He might have been in the top 5 longest serving Heat players, which is a bit sort of like surprising. I don't know, it was something to that effect. I'm like, that actually makes sense because it's been a fair while since he's like been with us. I don't know how long it was, but apparently his tenure, like you talk about like LeBron being there for 3 or 4 seasons. And like LeBron, as good as he was, I wouldn't necessarily call him like a Heat, like a Heat player. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Like the defense, or like in terms of the defense, it wins championships, like 100%. But someone still needs to score the ball, And Tyler Hero, like as much as he wasn't like perfect, but he could at least get you 25 a game. And again, like, and that's what made Bam so good was that he could, as much as Tyler couldn't defend, Bam would not only defend his man, but he could also help out on others as well.
Yeah. No, of course. Well, it looks like, Kerry, we've finally found our basketball show that you can finally, you're bugging me about. You can get Sean here every week and talk basketball. Now, we're going to move away from basketball. Now, Kerry, you've got something that I didn't know you'd put in here.
Yes.
But we've mixed it up in case if anyone doesn't say we're not diverse, we don't mention women's sports. You've added this one in personally, Kerry. Go for it.
Yes, I did. Massive results for women's sport for Australia. So, but particularly in South Australia as well. It's the netball, the Suncorp Super Netball. The Adelaide Thunderbirds, they won the grand final over the weekend over the Melbourne Vixens, 61-40, away from home at the John Cain Arena in Melbourne as well. Yep. So good on them. That's 3 titles out of 4 seasons for them too. So. Great for sport, and in South Australia, with South Australia beating Victoria again in the final, it's pretty good. The Sheffield Shield.
That's why you wanted to mention it.
And now the netball. Yes, we're Geelong fans, but we're based in SA. For those who don't know, so we are proud. We are proud Crow Eaters. But
But just on this, Kerry, it's funny that the women's teams can win championships for South Australia, but not the men's. Port and Crows, are you listening?
Well, look, at least the Redbacks went back to back, so we'll take that.
True. We'll take. No, of course, we'll take. They brought a tear to my eye that. Well, just on that, I actually went to Adelaide Oval the last 2 days doing a coaches meeting with Jason Sanger. Thank God Gillespie wasn't his coach. I don't think he'd last. But anyway, oh, shit, he's going to kill me for that. Only a little man. He's a little man. He's going to definitely kill me now. He's only a little man, Jason Singh. A good man, though. Got a photo with him at the end and did my coaching course with him. He was doing it at the same time. So we shared a lot of ideas. I wouldn't necessarily have him as my captain, but anyway, that's different. We're not doing well here, are we, Kiwi? We're not doing well here. If he's watching the show, he's completely off put. But no, I loved sharing ideas with him. Jakey Weathers, he couldn't be asked to turn up. He wasn't there.
Yeah, your man Weatherall, where was he?
Yeah, it doesn't benefit Jakey. If it doesn't benefit him, he can't be asked. Now exclusive. We love these. We might get Jakey on the show in the next month or two. We're talking about Jake Weatherall, Australian cricketer, mainly redbacks. My good mate, my club Prem 1 side teammate. We'll see. We'll see. He's overseas playing overseas comp, so it's a bit harder because he does play his T20. So we'll see though. Kiri, the next one you can maybe Sean watch this. I don't know.
Good on the Thunderbirds for this one. More to women's sport. We are going to move on to the cricket. Australia, they win the women's T20 World Cup for this one. Got some notes here. Australia beat England by 7 wickets in the final. Beth Mooney, player of the match, her third consecutive half century in the tournament, 64 runs off 49 deliveries, steering a comfortable chase of 151. It's been a while since we've won a T20 championship, fellas. Like, great in the tests, great in the ODIs. We obviously won the World Test Championship a couple of years ago, but it's been a while since we've done the T20, and the women's did it this time around. So good on them.
Absolutely.
Did anything to note on this? Because we do have more cricket coming up. But anything you want to talk about this, Sean, or you didn't watch it, or I didn't watch the final per se. But I know there was a lot of criticism from the Australian players saying we didn't have enough coverage. But there is World Cup, so you're going to have to understand that. The World Cup's always going to be the number one thing. But we are mentioning it because it is a big thing. But anything you'd like to add, Sean?
Well, in terms of it being like the winter at the moment, I'm one of those guys where I'm absolutely love my cricket, but when it comes to the winter, like I just can't, like I just don't know what it is, because especially now that we got KO and we got access, like basically 24/7 access now, I'm still just not that type of person where once it's, I just switch off. I don't know if it's a mental thing or it's just a. I
love my cricket as well. Unless it's the World Test Championship, which I did watch all 5 days of it. Both of them, the one we won against India and the one we lost to South Africa. I watched all 5 days of it. But this one, I didn't pay attention. But thankfully for SEN and all of that, I was able to hear that they won it. But otherwise, I wouldn't have known at all. But I do agree with you. Sean, I love my cricket as much as I love my football as well. But this time of the year, I'm not as dedicated as what Lucas is. So
we'll go through these quickly again on cricket. Test cricket. The
Take
annual
West
Indies Test matches always have West Indies always have their Test matches in July and June. This is the second Test. West Indies versus Sri Lanka. It is day 3. West Indies won the first Test. So all they need is a draw. And looking on these results, all these stats carries, it looks like West Indies prepared the flattest pitch possible to get that draw. Sri Lanka made 549. 100 by I forgot his name. He made 180. He did really well. Apologies for not remembering his name. West Indies in response, a little collapse at the start, but Shy Hope and Austin Greaves not out of the crease. They are on 80 and 70, I believe. Day 4 today. This unless there's a dramatic collapse, this is going for a draw. Sri Lanka must win this Test match. as far as World Test Championship goes, this does not matter because neither team can qualify. They are too far back. But we just thought we'd put this in there because it is Test cricket. If you'd like to add anything there, Sean, or again, because it's winter, you're not switched on, anything you want to add there?
All right, I'll give you guys a bit of a tidbit through cricket. There's I don't know if you guys know the name Archie Flynn at all.
No, not particularly, no.
Okay, well, you will be knowing him real soon. So basically, Archie Flynn, who's playing at Ringwood Rams at the moment, which is a local club near myself. I used to play junior cricket there and stuff, so I've got like a history there and stuff. My dad used to play with his dad and everything like that, and they were really good mates and all that stuff. So, he's actually, this was the first, I think it was the first full season, the career season just gone, where he was playing once for Ringwood. He's played a couple of second 11 games for Victoria. Even his older brother Harry Flynn has played for Ringwood, and he's also played in the VFL for Collingwood. And I think he's currently at, where is he at now? I think, are the Bull Ants still around? I think he went to the Bull Ants. I'm not sure where he's at currently, but like that whole family is like extremely talented through their sports. But have an eye out for Archie Flynn, absolute gun bat. I believe he made like 140 in a big second 11 game. Would have only faced like 120 balls as well. Like, dude's an absolute freak, and I wouldn't be surprised if you're hearing that name real soon.
Oh, well, we will, especially this upcoming season in the Shield, we'll watch out for that name. Sean, thank you so much for that. F1 news, F1 Silverstone in England, specifically. Charles Leclerc, French name, thank you, wins the British Grand Prix. Has not changed the results of the standings, though. Ferrari has won a race, which is good news because the Mercs are completely, Mercedes are completely dominating. No change up top of the leaderboard. Kimi Antonelli, 179 points. For Mercedes, and as I just said, go figure, another Mercedes driver, George Russell, 154 points. So the Mercedes are running away with it. They've basically got the Constructors' Championship already, basically. No MotoGP. We usually do cover that. No MotoGP. We'll go through Wimbledon tennis. Number one seed for the women's side, Arina Sabalenka, lost to Naomi Osaka last night.
Oh, yeah. No.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's right. She lost to Naomi Osaka of Japan. Novak Djokovic had a 4-set win, so he's still in the tournament. Yannick Sinner, he had a very comfortable straight sets win as well. Starting to hit his straps, Sinner didn't look good in the first two rounds. Horrible in that first round. Lucky to be in the tournament. He's starting to click. No Carlos Alcaraz in this tournament, still injured. So we could see a Yannick Sinner and Novak Djokovic final. The last dance for Novak Djokovic. On the women's side, a lot of debate about Serena Williams. She got a wild card event to this for this Wimbledon. She lost to Australia's. She lost to an Australian player. She lost in straight sets. How's this, Kiri? Could not even be bothered to do a press conference. That Wimbledon have very strict rules. You have to wear all white. You have to do this. You have to do that. Serena Williams said, "Well, I'm the number one. I've won 23 Grand Slams. I'm not doing a press conference." And Wimbledon said, with all their tradition of Wimbledon, they said, "Okay, that's fair enough. Don't have to do your press conference." So there's some life lessons here. About traditions. If you're world number one and you won 23 Grand Slams, you don't get to abide by the rules. But anyway, no disrespect to Serena Williams, but if you're going to set one set of rules for one player, set them for all of them. But anyway, that's just me.
That's why I don't take tennis seriously as a sport.
Yeah.
People who watch it go hard at me. I don't fucking give it. I don't care. Like, Shit like that is just why, this is why I like team sport better than individual sport and all that sort of stuff. Too many egos and all of that, but gee whiz. Anyways, we'll move on. We're going to move on to the final segment of the show.
This is what Sean's been waiting for. This is what we're here for, Sean. The world-leading quiz. And Sean, we don't usually do this, but we're going to do this for an extra point, Sean. Do you know where this song was from?
Oh, the song that's playing in the background. Nah, no idea.
Nobody knows. Am I the only fucking person that stays up at 2 a.m.? So Mick didn't know it. Scott didn't know it. You didn't know it, Kiri.
I in primary school I did.
I must be the only fucker that stays up till 3 a.m. these days. Well, to be fair, it was 10 years ago. So that was from the Channel 9 Quizmania show that happened late at night. But no one seems to know that song.
Oh, it was too. Holy shit. Yeah. That's because I haven't thought about Quizmania in so damn long. I haven't thought about it in like 20 years.
You don't get any points for that. You hadn't changed that. You don't get any points for that. But now you know. So Kerry, start our Quizmania quiz, please.
All right,
I probably should have got that because it literally says Quizmania in the actual song.
All right, let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. The Monday FUNDAY quiz, proudly provided by The Guardian. In this one as well. Oh, gee, how do I get rid of this other banner? All right.
I'm going to do real well with this one. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll make this.
I'm just trying to set the right expectations for you guys. That's all.
All righty. Question 1. All right. Which team reached the last 16 of the World Cup by winning 4 games in a row and not conceding a goal? Is it A, Spain, B, Mexico, C, France, or D, Norway?
Well, you guys know how much I love soccer. Whenever I play FIFA, I always go, which was like 15 years ago, I'd always go France team. So I go France.
I think wasn't this Mexico? Didn't Mexico do this?
I think that I was gonna say Spain, but they conceded a goal and their first game they drew against Cape Verde. So
that rules that out.
I'm gonna say Mexico.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Mexico. I'm gonna go Mexico here. And Sean, don't worry about standards because we did this quiz last time and it took us till 10 questions to actually get a point. So don't worry about standard, mate. It's all good. So we go with I'm going with B. C. Who went? Oh no, Sean, you went with France, didn't you? You went with C.
Yeah, France. Yeah. Right, every time I go to FIFA, I always go for a team in France. They normally have the better teams. That was again 15 years ago. So
you got PSG, the reigning European champions, back-to-back Champions League winners. So good point there, Sean. All right, I'm locking in with Mexico as well with Lucas. Sean has got France. What is the answer? It is Mexico. I thought so. So and it was, their last 16 match against England at the Azteca, which was this morning. So and we know the result from there. So we both get a point each, Lucas. So we're on with the board. I nearly picked Spain. I nearly locked in on Spain, but I was like, hang on. They drew against Cape Verde in their first game in the group stage in that one. So question number 2. Kylian Mbappe, Lionel Messi, Harry Kane, and Erling Haaland are all chasing the Golden Boot. Which player holds the record for most goals scored at a single World Cup? Is it Miroslav Klose, Gerd Müller, Isabelle, or just Fontaine? I think Sean will struggle with this one.
Yeah, am I able to just ride on your guys' coatails? Can I just do that?
Yeah.
Well, I know the answers. So
answers. You don't have to have different answers, but Sean, you're 0, so it's not a good strategy copying us if you need a win. But there's no rules against it.
There's not really any rules here, like what Lucas said. There's no standards.
We usually do give our answers away, but sometimes it doesn't work. Like Close and Muller, they were the leading World Cup scorers before. Who got it last week? Who was the all-time?
I think it's Messi at the moment, but Mbappe is chasing that down now too. He can break that tomorrow as well.
So by that logic, I'm thinking A or B. I'm gonna go with A because Close did hold that record for a long time. So I'm gonna go with A for this one.
All right, I'll go B. Fuck it.
Right.
Okay.
I'll go with
D. Are we allowed to swear?
Yes, Oh, Kiri got it. It seemed to me Kiri knew that straight. He didn't even fucking hesitate. The answer is your question, Sean, about swearing. But he didn't even fucking hesitate with that. He just went bang. He knew it all along. Sean, this is
I'll tell you, honestly,
it's not outrageous. Please don't get nude.
Love it.
But no, we legally do all that stuff. So it's not PG.
We can swear here. Don't worry. Don't worry, Sean.
This is the moment. This is the segment where we do swear the most. So there's a pattern here, and Sean is swearing. So there's a pattern here with this sports quiz in swearing. Next question, Kiri.
Oh yeah, Just Fontaine. He scored 13 goals in 6 matches for France at the 1958 World Cup, but they did not win the tournament. They did not win the World Cup until 30 years later in 1998. And then another 20 years to win their next one in 2018. Who knows? Will they break the duck this time, or will they have to wait another long time as well? I don't think so. Mbappe is just on another level at the moment, isn't he? England's players are using a special sports drink at the World Cup to help them control their body temperatures. Which athlete helped develop their drink?
Jesus.
I've got absolutely no idea. This is sports science shit. I've got no idea.
Neither do I, lads.
Just go B. Just a random answer B.
I'm going to go with D. I've got not a clue.
I'm going to go with B as well. It is A.
No one. Yeah.
Alistair Brownlee, so we don't get any point in that one. Question number 4. Garincha did it in 1962. Ronaldinho did it in 2002. Zinedine Zidane did it in 2006. Vincent Akaba did it in 2022. Who did it this week? I guess this is like the red card sort of question, I believe. But is it Harry Kane? Is it Mbappe, Michael Elise, or Folarin Balogun?
Did what? I must be missing something. Did what?
I must be missing something as well.
Is it the dude that's holding the cup right there? Or
okay. Okay, maybe.
But Zidane, 2006, Italy won that World Cup, not France.
No, true. Okay.
And I'm thinking, he got sent off in that final. He headbutted that Italian player. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, so who's been sent off? So it's not Kane got close to it today.
I reckon Balogun has to be. I'm going to go with Balogun, boys.
All right, we'll go with that then.
I'll back you in.
We all got on the same question.
But this is the other thing. This is the thing. This is the thing, boys. Like, we don't know the context of the question and all that, so we could be fucked over here. We could be absolutely fucked over here.
I think Sean just wants to put something on the board, so we've all got the same answer here. It's D.
Yeah.
It is following Balogun. So the context of this question, they all scored a goal and they were sent off in a World Cup match. Garincha was sent off in the World Cup semi-final in 1962, but was not suspended for the final, which Brazil won 3-1 against Czechoslovakia. So that's what I thought. Zidane he got sent off in the 06 final for headbutting that Italian player. I forgot who his name was. That infamous moment in the iconic final, which Italy won that penalty shootout in this game. So we all get a point. This one. So Kiri,
Sean
3,
doesn't get
Lucas
0.
2.
He's on the board, Sean.
Sean is on the board. Look at this. Check out this scoreboard. 3-2-1. You got your Brownlow votes right here. How good is that? All right.
I'm just happy I can get a Brownlow vote.
Another World Cup goal. Question number 5. Which country's president said after their team was knocked out of the World Cup, when incompetent people are appointed to leadership positions, the outcome is all but inevitable. I offer my deepest apologies to the public for their profound disappointment caused by this unacceptable outcome. We will move swiftly to ensure that nothing like this happens again. Which president said this?
It's not. I know it's not South Africa because they had a good World Cup. They qualified for the group, the next round, so it's not them. Now, you mentioned earlier, you are gay. They mentioned that they had a shocking World Cup. Germany had a shocking World Cup. South Korea, that manager got absolutely ridiculed. I think it might be A here.
I think it could be South Korea as well. Yeah, it could be either South Korea or Uruguay. Yeah,
I love it to be B, so I could play the Homer Simpson thing, but I think it's A, and it's not. I think that was harsh because Heung-min Son, he was awful that tournament. Kiri, he got away with it. He was terrible. He ain't the fucking manager. How about your star striker who played for Tottenham couldn't get it done there, and he couldn't get it done in the World Cup too.
Yeah. The LA Galaxy now, whatever the LA club is in the MLS.
Yeah, UA. So, poor Son, he didn't do well. He missed a lot of chances in those group stages, Son. So, I think I'm going to go with A here. We're going to speed this up. I'm going to go with A here, boys.
Yeah, I was tossing up between A and C just because I've got no clue in terms of who this could be. But in terms of the sentence seems very direct and with purpose. Yeah. That seems like, from a cultural point of view, that would be more of a South Korea or Germany thing.
Yep.
And I would imagine Germany, they've only had good teams in Germany, so I'd imagine they would have good players as well. So
yeah. Oh, yeah.
When it says but when it says incompetent people, it obviously means people that aren't good at playing soccer. So maybe South Korea, because I could be completely wrong here, but I've never heard South Korea being a good country for soccer or a good talent. Yeah.
Or good in the Asian Cup, not so much in the World Cup, Sean.
So we're all going A
here?
There
you go. All right, I'll go South Korea then.
We've all gone A.
Yeah.
Or have you, Mr. NBN?
If it's C, I'm going to be so annoyed though.
I'm gonna go A with you, but not with great confidence.
If it's D, I'm leaving. It ain't D because they made the second round. It ain't D. I can tell you that right now.
My gut tells me it is Uruguay because, like what we said earlier, a football powerhouse to get knocked out in the World Cup twice. They failed to make it out of the group stage as well.
Actually, one thing I've just thought about is that with South Africa and the cricket, they're always chokers in the cricket. Are they chokers in soccer too?
Yeah. Not this tournament, they didn't, because no one gave them a chance to make it to the group. No
one gave them a chance. They made it. They made it.
So they did bloody well. South Africa, to be fair, they did well. They went as far as we did, Kiri. They did as well as we did.
Yeah, they were the same.
Yeah.
Round of 32.
So we're all going A here. So what's the answer, Mr. NBN?
I'm going to go. We're all going to go with A. What is it?
Yeah.
It was South Korea after all. And needless to say, the team's manager is no longer in a job as well. A lot of sackings this World Cup.
Yeah.
The Tunisian
was that because
coach,
he gave some hard truths, or is that just because he just wasn't good at his job?
Oh, because he benched Son in the third game.
The Tunisian coach, the German coach. Why can't we do that with the Socceroos with Tony Popovic? I do not know. I absolutely do not know. We're going to waste another Asian Cup, aren't we? Next question.
Yeah. Fuck me. This is a World Cup thing. This isn't World Sports. This is World Cup.
This is World Cup thing. And
no wonder we're doing bloody well because we're watching it.
Yeah. Brazil had played 88 teams in international football. They have beaten all of them apart from A, Norway, B, Cabo Verde, C, Mexico, or D, Australia.
No, well, we know that we've beaten Australia because we mentioned it. I don't think they would have ever played Cabo Verde, so I think it's B. Yeah, I don't think they've ever played Cabo Verde, so I think this is B.
Yep, I think it's B.
So the question gives away the answer. To be fair, you can't beat him if you haven't played him.
Sean, what do you reckon?
I'll go B. You guys seem pretty confident, and I know fuck all.
Yeah, we'll go on B. Sean's on a hat trick here. We're all on hat tricks.
Oh, Norway! Of course, they lost this morning. Oh shit!
When did they play Cape Verde?
Oh.
What?
Oh my God!
When have they played Cape Verde? No one's played Cape Verde before this.
Listen, so they were in the last 16. Mind you, this quiz came out last Friday, for those who don't know as well. So Brazil have played Norway 4 times, drawing 2 and losing 2. Well, now it's losing 3 of those matches. So a good omen for Brazil. And they have not beaten a European team in a knockout tie since they won the World Cup in 2002. We all know the big choke against Germany in 2014 as well. So, yeah. Yes. The curse against European teams, Brazil, but I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't think
they played Cape Verde then.
Oh, gee whiz, gee whiz.
What?
Nah, that's
okay.
Mad. That's gone mad.
There's your leg breaker. Yeah, there's your leg breaker. Yeah, fucking hell.
We'll move on. Ben Stokes has played his last test for England. His standout moment in Test cricket was probably during the Ashes in 2019 when he scored an unbeaten 135 at Henley to help England win the match. Which player was at the under end of the crease during the chase, famously scoring just 1 run? Now, boys, I'm probably going to struggle with this one. I'm sure you guys would know the answer to this.
Yeah, I know this. I know the answer to this. I'm 100% lock it in.
I'm not confident, but I'm confident enough to lock in the answer. I think it's Anderson.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Kerry? What are you going to go with?
Yeah, Sean. I'm probably going to lock in with Jimmy Anderson as well. I'm gonna follow you like you follow me with the World Cup.
Because I know this. That's why I'm going last, and you're both wrong. It's Jack Leach. So I'll take the point.
Really?
Thank you.
Oh, fucking hell.
He would have been the last person I would have picked.
Fuck's sake.
Does he actually score a run?
He scored. No, he scored the run that tied the game, and then Stokes hit the winning runs.
All right, so we're locked in 4 apiece. Myself and Lucas. Sean
and I know
2.
this one as well, so I'll leave this till late.
All right. Okay. I think I might know this one actually. In which city Stokes was born? I think I know this one, fellas. So, yeah.
I'm going to be really pissed off if it's D because I know he's like a Pommy/Kiwi. So if it's Christchurch, I'm not going to be happy. I feel like I've heard Canterbury before.
I've heard Canterbury as well. Now that I'm thinking about it, Sean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about, fuck me. If it's Canterbury, I'm going to fucking lose it.
I'm going to go, fuck it, Canterbury.
Oh, fuck. Lucas is laughing right now. He's fucking, because he knows the answer to this.
The best thing is that you just know the answer and you're just watching other people struggle and just.
To be fair, that was me with the second question. So I'm getting it served back at the moment. So Lucas is getting his payback. All right, I'm gonna lock in with D because I swear he was born in New Zealand, and he was. He was born in Christchurch.
Jesus Christ.
And he moved to England when he was 12. So, Sean, did you say Christchurch?
Nah, I said Canterbury.
That's
what I was saying. I'm going to be so pissed off with Christchurch. Because
I didn't even get to answer this.
Well, because you know it.
No. To be honest, I was going to pick Canterbury.
I thought you knew it.
No, I was going to pick Canterbury because he played his domestic team was Canterbury.
Well, if that's the case, you got a point deducted then.
I would have got it wrong, but since he didn't answer me, nothing because I would have picked it's obviously New Zealand, but
that's fine.
Canterbury,
you get nothing.
You're nothing, yeah. So Canterbury is his domestic team because when he was banned from the England team in 2015-16, he went to play domestic cricket in New Zealand, and that's for Canterbury, not Christchurch. So I used that logic. So I'm glad you all went with that and not by my lead, because we all would have been fucking embarrassed. But next question though, Kiri.
Yeah. Alexander Zverev won the French Open a few weeks ago, and he's number 3 in the world. But why might he struggle at Wimbledon? What do you reckon, fellas?
That's the first time I've ever heard that name before. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. I feel like I've heard the finger one. I feel like I've heard the injuring your finger.
For reference, Sean, he is German. He's a German tennis player.
Whoa.
And A might be A. I'm thinking A. And he's
thinking
not
A as well, boys.
Yeah, I think.
And you guys going A? I've got no clue. I'll go A too.
And C doesn't make any. Even if he was allergic to grass, he's wearing shoes unless he's eating the grass. So it's not C. I don't believe it's B because Wimbledon and French Open are pretty close to each other. So he wouldn't have time for that. So I'm thinking it's either A or C. I'm going to go with A because he is German. So because of that logic, I'm going to go with A.
So I guess we're all. Oh, go on.
Actually, speaking of the grass, allergic to the grass, have we seen Matt Rowell eat the grass lately? Because that's the only thing that popped into my head. And I'm like, I don't think I've seen him do that for a bit.
Novak Djokovic, the Serbian tennis player, he does that when he wins Wimbledon. He'll take the grass out and eat it. But no, I'm going with A here.
I guess we're all locking with A with this one, or forever hold your peace. Let's do it. He is allergic to grass. What the?
Oh my god!
What the?
Oh my god!
He must be related to that Rowell.
A lot of stuff. So unless he's a lot of stuff knows. Well, unless he's fucking snorting it, he can't be allergic to it. That is an absolute that's fucking bullshit. No, come on, man.
No,
or something.
So he might be allergic to grass, but that doesn't mean he'll struggle. That doesn't mean he'll fucking snort. Unless he's playing there barefoot and fucking snorting the grass. That is crap. Absolute crap. That is.
That is bullshit.
Question 10, Mr. NBN.
What has Arina Sabalenka requested at Wimbledon for her next match to be moved so she can watch the World Cup? Permission to bring her dogs into the grounds, that play be delayed if temperatures exceed 30 degrees, or that organisers show World Cup games on the big screen.
No. So for reference again, we talked about her earlier. She's now out of Wimbledon. She's Belarusian, so they have the team's not in the World Cup. So I'm going to rule that out. Now they are in summer, so I reckon she might say delay the temperature, or delay the game for temperature if it exceeds 30. So I'm thinking C. With B, I don't think she's a person that carries animals. So I'm going with C in this. This is.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go with C as well through that logic, because it is in the summer and all of that.
No, I'm going B. I just got a feeling she's a dog person, and she might be one of those.
Hey, she might be, yeah.
Yeah, and she might be one of those, she loves her dog, maybe a bit too much.
What was the answer, Mr. Ambient? What have we got?
What do we got? Permission to bring dogs to the ground.
Let's go.
She's a dog girl. She's a dog girl.
Yeah.
Gee whiz. Sean's coming back.
Yeah, Sean's coming back in this one. Yeah. We've got about how many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 to go.
We've got about 4 to go. Alrighty. Yep. Oh, here's one we're going to struggle here, boys. The Nations Championship begins this week. The new rugby union competition features 6 teams from the Northern Hemisphere: England, France, Ireland, Italy, Scotland, and Wales, and 6 teams from the Southern Hemisphere: Argentina, Australia, Japan, New Zealand, South Africa, and is it Tonga, Fiji, Uruguay, or Samoa?
I think it might be Fiji because Fiji they participate a lot in rugby league and rugby union.
So same with Tonga and
Yeah,
Samoa.
same with Tonga, but I think Fiji are more. They're more advanced than Tonga. So do Samoa, but I think Fiji
100%.
are more advanced than Tonga and Samoa. Uruguay are they even from the fucking Southern Hemisphere?
Yeah, South America.
Oh, South America. I don't. They bet the Wallabies a couple of months ago, Uruguay in rugby union, but everybody beats the Wallabies, so that means nothing. But I'm more inclined to put Fiji here. I think it's
I'm picking Fiji. They're a rugby heavyweight. Like they even won the gold medal in the Olympics for the rugby too.
They did
twice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty but I won't be surprised if it's either a Tonga or Samoa because they're heavyweights in that sport too. But what is it? Yeah, it is Fiji. So
Fiji. There you go.
Yeah, Fiji.
We all get a point.
Never in doubt. I'm just updating the scores here.
So this is a Brian James question next. So I think we're all going to get this one, aren't we?
We're all going to get this, yeah. He's left the Lakers. How many times did he win an NBA championship in his 8 years in Los Angeles? Yeah, it's one. Like,
we know that. Are we happy with that, Sean?
Yeah,
we're not happy with that. That's the answer.
Yeah. No, I think that was extremely. No, we're not happy with that.
Well, but, he's won two with you. He's won two with you, Mob, with the Miami Heat. Obviously, one with the Cleveland Cavaliers. But yeah, let's be honest. I'd say this just to take the piss because it's a COVID ring. He has not won it with the Lakers. I don't think it counts in my opinion. So,
and also, like, not to mention that year we had a few injuries to very important players like Goran Dragic. I think even Bam was even injured.
He was. Yeah, we didn't have a fucking center. We didn't have a center. We had to use Bam against Davis, and he got ragdolled, to be honest.
Yeah, back when Davis was fucking healthy as well. Now he can't stay on the court. Question 13.
Next one,
I think this is your forte, Lucas. This weekend's British Grand Prix is likely to smash the record for the most attended Formula One event in history. How many spectators are expected to be at the Silverstone over the 4-day weekend?
I don't think it's A or D. I'm thinking more B and C here.
Yeah, I'm probably going the middle with this one. I'm going to pick C.
I'm going to go C as well. What about you, Sean?
I'm not entirely sure. I think I'm just sort of weirded out with the 250 and 400. It just seems like too rounded off for me. Like 565 is it's just because it's just a bit of a few numbers put together. Because the crowd's always just, every crowd number is put together, obviously, but to have a dead heat of 400,000, that just seems weird to me.
Okay. So
I'll go 565, and it's over 4 days.
Okay.
So you're going D, and me and Kiri are going B.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going C, Lucas.
Oh, okay. You're changing. All right. Let's see what it is.
Oh, it's 100,000 every day.
All right.
Yeah. Or like I said, I'm taking the punt on this one, and all right. Well, it is. It's 55,000. So you get this one. And Silverstone has sold more than 175,000 tickets for Sunday's race alone. So Sean is chasing down. This one. He is making a comeback.
Can we actually get some footy questions? What actually doing better?
The Tour de France begins this weekend. Where is it? Barcelona, Madrid, Paris, or Bordeaux? I don't know. I'm going to take a punt on this.
So the Tour de France. So for me, it's either Paris or Bordeaux because it's not in Spain because that's Madrid and Barcelona. So I think it's either C or D.
Yeah. Don't they start in other European countries, or am I thinking of something else?
No, I don't. No, I don't think they do. I think they only do France.
All right, I'll do Bordeaux then.
Yeah, I'll go Paris. What about you, Sean?
I'll go Paris.
If Mr. NBN gets this one right, he wins the comp. He wins it.
Oh, jeez. I'm feeling like Gabrielle in the penalty shootout now. I'm going to bottle this, aren't I?
Yep. What is it?
Oh, I knew it! I knew it! No. The reason why I said Barcelona, I heard it somewhere on SEN. They were talking about it.
No one got it.
Talking about it.
No one got it. So the last question. World's gone mad. Yep. Last question, Kiri. It's a cricket one. Oh, it's a cricket one.
Lords host the final of the Women's T20 World Cup this weekend. Which country has won the tournament 6 times?
Oh, this is only down to 2. It's only down to 2. Two come out straight away for me. I think it's either C or D, but I don't think it's clear cut as Australia because England have been around since day one for women's cricket when T20 is around.
And in the T20 comp as well.
Yeah. So Australia won it last night, but you didn't hear anything about records. So I'm more inclined to pick D.
I'm picking England with not great confidence.
Australia is a safe answer, but England have been there since day one, since it started up.
Yeah.
Because it's the last question. I'm just going to go with Australia, I guess. Yeah, because it's the last question. We don't want draws. I'll go with something different to Mr. NBN, but I think he's right. I think it's England. I'm gonna go Australia, but I think it's England.
It has to be.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh,
it's
Australia.
What happened? What the fuck? A 3-way tie. What the fuck is going on? What is going on?
I sure got it as well. Fuck.
Yeah. He got it as well. It's a 3-way tie. So we don't have Southern Deaf, Sean. This is a joke. This happened with Scott.
It's going to be a draw. It's unbelievable.
So it's unbelievable. You can't make this shit up.
Oh my God!
So Sean wins it. Kiri retains as the weekly champion, but he's joined by me and Sean. Oh, fuck.
Although I will say, how many soccer questions did we get?
That's it. You got most of your soccer questions right. You did.
I did carry it. So maybe I'm the moral winner, as what the England cricket team is saying.
Draw. It's a draw. Well, you retain and me and Sean join you.
Hang on. I'll put it in the banner. Hang on.
No. 3 draws. So we all winner. No one. They're more winner. Like England. The more victory goes to Kiri. And it just goes to show you that there are no losers on this quiz show, especially when 3 come on and do it. So there you go. That is being the world famous quiz. Hit the music, Kiri, and wrap us up. That is unbelievable. I can't believe that. Who would have thought it?
Fun to do this each week. We're going to wrap this up now. But Sean, thank you very much for hopping on for tonight. Great to have you on. Fantastic analysis on the footy and basketball as well. And we hope to see you again very, very soon.
Absolutely, anytime.
Thank you, thanks Sean for coming on. And really,
what the fuck happened there?
We won't play that because that will anger Sean. That was the old Port Adelaide Magpies theme song. We're not going to get into that. We're not getting into that debate, Sean. Please no.
That was an accident. I swear.
No, I don't normally care about clubs that don't matter. So it's all right.
Very good. Very good. Good answer. Way to be diplomatic. Kiri, wrap us up, please, and we can go.
All righty. Thank you all so much for watching the latest edition of the Monday Funday Show. If you enjoyed it, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We do 3 or 4 videos a week talking about the Cats. Lucas will be doing his tipping show on Wednesday night, and then the watch-along against GWS, which is happening on Saturday, and then my match review on Sunday before we do it all over again with the Monday Funday Show next week. Take care. Be kind to one another. And as always, go the Mighty Catters. Cheers, guys.